This salt cap deduction issue has been massive in New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Massachusetts. When you guys put your numbers together, do you see a long-term impact from this, or can real estate actually do okay in the spring selling season?
Brian, great to be with you on the program. It's a paper cut. There's been several paper cuts coming the way of the housing market. The first, of course, was the Fed raising interest rates last year, slowing down sales. And now there's been a reversal, which is a good thing, in that interest rates are coming down. But the Fed kind of gave the markets a whiplash last year by saying rates are going to keep going up. And people reacted to that. All of a sudden, come January, rates are heading back down because of the economic concerns. So that's one. The other is the fact that people prefer to rent. The rental market has been so strong. And then the for sale housing market has really felt the pinch of people preferring to rent, whether it's young adults coming into the housing market preferring to rent, or even older renters, some people selling their homes and opting to rent. Put on top of that the tax concerns, and it's been multiple factors slowing down the housing market. However, for some of the markets that you mentioned, and many others, especially the major metros, they're creating jobs. I mean, New York added 90,000 jobs. D.C. added 60,000 jobs in the last 12 months. As long as the jobs are there, there's a backfill. But I'm really seeing a slowdown on the for sale side of the equation. And the other piece of good news is that we're not overbuilding housing. Housing is not going to be the reason to cause the next recession as it was the last time around.
Yeah, is anybody putting their home up for sale? That's been the problem. Just lack of can't buy something, Hessam, if it's not for sale.
Inventory has been very limited, but for sure, all over the country, and people are staying put. But the more important thing about all that is who's coming into the market. And people are preferring to be in urban markets. They prefer to have the flexibility of renting so that when they're chasing a job, they can be nimble and move around the country. We've seen a lot more movement in this expansion than we saw in any other expansion. And the demographics are changing in that 30-somethings, 40-somethings really prefer to be close to jobs and not have to drive. So the suburban areas have paid the price for that. Urban areas have actually improved because of that. Some of that is reversing as the younger generation now starts to get a little bit older. They start to form families. So the shift will be back to the suburbs in the next 10 years. But for now, we're really seeing this preference to rent in urban areas.
Yeah, so is that going to be the long-term trend? I mean, do you think renting is the new owning?
It really has shown to be that, Brian. I think it's more of a structural change, not a cyclical change. Anyone that you see come out of the rental market to buy homes tends to be renters of single-family homes. The professionally managed apartments, the multi-unit type of professional apartments are really benefiting from this trend. And there's no new supply for older apartments that are more affordable to the workforce, typical workforce housing solution. So as an investment, apartments have been a preferred choice on the commercial real estate side. The lowering of interest rates in the last 3 months or so bodes very well for that. And as rents are going up and supply is very much in balance with demand, you see those yields continue to attract new capital coming into apartments. Yep.